I really hate the end part. She just like, I'm ugly. I'm ugly. Oh my god, I need surgery. What do I do? She just stopped reflecting on like.
Oh my, yes, that made me so.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Fancy Girl, and today we'll be discussing True Beauty manhwa or webtoon. I plan to make a drama review too, but I think it makes more sense to start with True Beauty webtoon first, because that's where everything started, and we got so much to talk about. So much. I'm planning to make this video about 20 minutes to 30 minutes, but it might be longer. There's so much to talk about. It could be a podcast, who knows. But I'm here with my friend Ebony, and she's trying to figure out her camera situation right now. Okay, we got it. Let's go.
All right.
Very cute hair and nail. I'm jealous. I haven't done anything with nail.
Oh, I love her hair. Looks super cute like that.
Thanks.
Awesome.
I'll keep it short, yeah. I think
Yeah.
I'll keep it short. So, the story. Let's start with that. Everyone, I think almost a lot of comments that I've seen, they all
Mm-hmm.
say that I should look new to camera. I'm looking at you, but my camera's right next to me.
Oh,
Uh,
you fine.
yeah. Uh, Most of the comments I've read said that the story got plain. I absolutely agree. It just, they said it's not drama worthy. And even though I
It's
don't
not.
like K-Nets, Korean netizens who like to post
Mhm.
hate comments, I do
Yeah.
agree with that. It does get pretty boring and it wasn't a drama worthy
Mm-hmm.
story. It
Mm-hmm.
was as if it's just like an autobiography for the author because they look so alike. I know the author
Exactly. I flip her.
denied it. She said we just have the same style and like clothing choices, but like she made her, so like might as well just be her. They look
Yeah.
so much alike. I don't know. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't think so. What you think?
Yeah, no, I think they look like I've seen people, put a comparison of like who she created right beside herself. And they looked very similar. Like she might have, just changed the shade of her hair just a little bit, made it a little lighter, but they honestly looked very similar, at least to me. At least to me. And also I agree, it really isn't a drama anymore. I see a lot of people talk about that on the webtoon itself at the bottom with the top 3 comments. A lot of people say that it's not as good as it used to be. It's not. It's kind of fallen off over time. Like her problems anymore don't seem like actual big problems that should be stretched on for like a 5 episodes or 5 chapters long. Like some of that stuff could be solved like then and there, but even then those are like teeny tiny problems. It's kind of
True.
falling off with the drama
Let's talk
aspect.
about the
Just
beginning
like,
though, because I did like it. I would say I was hooked like the first 30 chapters. Then I stopped reading for like a whole year, more than a
hmm
year after she kissed Seojun. I don't know why. It's probably because that's not my ship. That's why I stopped reading. But then when I go back to read it, it didn't get that
hmm
much better. It's just like, typical romance. The things that I don't like that they're
hmm
all acting like such teenager when they're adults. I'm sorry. I know I should be the one who know this the best because I'm Asian and I'm from that culture. People do that. Like they're really conservative. My
hmm
dads won't allow me to date till college, and I don't have anyone to date anyways.
yeah,
But yeah, I do understand. That's why they act like holding a hand, first kiss, whatever. But
yeah,
since we're in American society, I know that I just feel like it's so much different. It's just not, I don't know. I understand it. Most people might not. They might be like, why is she still living with her parents? Why are they acting like that? That's just what I think. Like, I'm putting myself in the mind of American readers, but I
hmm
don't see anyone else have a problem with that. They seem to understand. Maybe they think she love her family or something like that. But that's
hmm
just weird to me because this feels more like an anime love story, which
yeah,
usually take place in high school, middle school, earlier than
true.
like more adult. love story webtoon, which I
Mhm.
recommend. Age Matters, by the way. That's
Mhm.
a really good webtoon. I like it. I haven't read it in a while, but it was pretty good. It was an adult kind of romance, a little bit more adult. It's still fluff though. It's not like
Got
yeah,
you.
but
Yeah, not too crazy. Hmm.
you
Okay.
notice anything about that? Like, how do you feel about her love story and like I don't know.
How it wasn't when they were in high school. I thought it was cool, and it's pretty that drama, that type of drama, the little love triangle or supposed love triangle and all this other stuff. That was fine because we're kind of expecting that in high school and stuff like that, as you said. And of course, as she got older, yes, it was kind of well, I wouldn't say it wasn't that weird for me that she was still staying at home because over here in America, the only time it's kind of like acceptable if the kid is still staying at home is that they're going to college or something like that. And we still see that she is in school or she's trying to actively do better now in the most recent chapters, like going back to makeup school and actually trying to study hard and do all that other stuff. So I don't mind that she's still at home. Now, I will agree with you that it is kind of weird to see how they're reacting, even though they're adults. Like they're holding hands. You're like, oh my gosh, you're holding hands right now. Like it's great. Like that. It's not like the worst thing to see. It's kind of like it's cutesy. It's still childlike because they haven't experienced that stuff yet. While here over here in America, we way past that. So I would say it is pretty interesting to kind of see how they're acting with each other. But excuse me, at the same time though, I will say that that's all they kind of ever did when she was in a relationship. Like it wasn't like they were doing a lot. They were doing the most basic things, even though they're like in their early 20s right now, right?
Well,
Yeah, it
well,
kind of
wait.
would have.
If we talk about Korean age, they're 1 year older,
Mhm.
right? So if she says she's 20, are they 19 though? Wait a minute.
That's what's the hold on. I can check that right now just to make sure because I don't want to say something wrong, but
I think
yeah, she's
she's
21.
20, but I don't know.
Yeah, she's
If she
yeah
is
she's
20, then
21
she's
right
19.
now. Yeah, yeah, yes.
It doesn't give me the same feeling as the drama when I'm like, ah, that's so cute, or whatever like that. It
Yeah,
didn't give me that
I agree
feeling
on
though.
that. I agree on that, especially like when watching it on the show versus like seeing it. I kind of agree on that. I do. I do.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it's fine for most people. They don't see that big of a problem, but that was
Hmm.
okay. I'm gonna read the post you sent me. I haven't read all of
Hmm.
them. I read some of them, but
Yeah.
let's go through by slide. This one, part
Mm,
104. This was from
okay.
Webtoon Theories on Instagram. I'll show it
Hmm.
somewhere on screen. Jungyoung, wait, how to say Korean name? Jugyeong is a character whose development has slowed as the series has gone on. She has stopped setting goals for herself and no longer works toward her interests or self improvement. The answer to the
Hmm.
sudden halt in her character arc might have something to do with Suho and Seojun. Well, obviously.
With the theory again, say the last part again one more time.
The last part. This answer to the sudden halt in her character arc might have something to do with Suho and Seojun. Well,
That's right.
it's
Okay.
obviously Suho. That took a toll on her. It took more of a toll on him,
Hmm.
though, if you guys haven't catch up to
Hmm.
the stories. And I don't know. It's so sad.
Hmm.
It's just.
I yeah, it hit her hard once he left, and then the times when we did see memories of the past, of like how she felt during that time, she did feel sad at first, but then she started feeling angry and bitter about it. She didn't want to talk about it anymore. Do you remember that scene when it was snowing and they were outside and
I
uh he was brought he was brought up, but she was angry and she didn't want to talk about him at all, not at all,
I
and
could
that's kind of
understand.
understandable. Hmm. Because that's like that was her first love. That's she fell in love with him, and didn't she confess it to him? She confessed it to him at the airport, right? That she liked him. Yeah, and the fact that he felt the same way too, and they could have been together the whole time, but it didn't happen.
He said it, but
So for her,
she was just crying. She didn't say it back, but he knows. Yeah, she was just crying, but he
got
knows.
you.
Yeah,
Okay, so then,
it's
yeah,
just
she was
sad.
but her. She was definitely sad about that, and with when she finally did have a boyfriend and they were together, like she was just she was trying to help him. She did help him with his career, and told him, go forward. You should start your music career. You should do that, even though it came with the cost of them not having to be together anymore. And I felt that during that time, she was being supportive of him and doing what needs to be done and stuff like that. But she wasn't doing anything for herself. She wasn't helping herself out. She was, she did the makeup with the little talk show. She was doing that, but she didn't do anything after that. Every other time we saw her, she was taking pictures of herself or going to go hang out with her friends. Like, that's okay to do that. Go have fun. Have a nice life. Do other stuff. But she didn't have any motivation when it came to doing stuff for herself. And that's what I kept noticing a lot. Everything kept uh, being associated with her, with the boys, with those two boys. You know?
Ouch.
And,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Um,
And that's
I,
okay.
I, I got really confused when she changed her major.
Hmm.
Like when Suho left and it messed her up that bad that she messed up on her
Hmm.
practical part of the exam and she didn't get into the
That's right.
makeup
She
thing.
did.
That was such a
Hmm.
big deal. But I didn't understand why she just dropped it. I was like, if you really want it and your sister give you money, like she loaned the money to her, she tried to help her that much, like you need to try again. Like if that's what you at least
Yeah.
you're sure about. But she just switched it completely and
Yeah.
I'm like confused.
I agree. Yeah, because I understand, like you said, like the her boo left, and then yeah, like she messed up on that exam, so it would be understandable that she felt down in the dumps and she didn't go back to school for a while. But like you said, like she just shut that down. She stopped, and especially when she talks about how much she loves doing makeup, that kind of contradicts it. Like she should have still can be sad, but then she still should have tried again eventually, especially if she says that's her passion and she really loves doing makeup. She, but still, she went back to school now in the most recent chapters for us. But still, just that
For
kind of.
wait, keep going, keep going.
Oh yeah, sorry, but that just kind of contradicts her character, at least to me.
I
You
think so,
know.
yeah. Uh, but for Sojun, I feel like
Mhm.
he could have been a better boyfriend. I know she was
Oh,
telling him to like focus on his career, but he was I like as I was watching it, it's more like her trying to
mhm.
take care of him and he's just like receiving everything and I'm like,
Yes, yes,
where's
yes,
your
yes. It
heart
seemed like
though?
they had like a mother and son type of boyfriend girlfriend relationship. Like she was always taking care of him and helping him out with everything, and he's like, "Oh, I love it, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the best." And she wasn't getting anything really in return. Not necessarily like a relationship has to be like that, giving and receiving and stuff like that, But both of y'all should equally love each other and push each other to do stuff, especially if it's their passion. Like, yeah, he was really helping her out with her passion. And I understand, like, he did have, becoming a superstar. He has a lot of pressure on him. He has to practice dancing, singing. And that time when he was taking care of his family, like, he did have a lot of stuff on his plate. But it's nice for a simple text, like, girl, you can do it. I believe in you, or I love you. I'm watching out for you. Like, he wasn't, he wasn't really the best. He was there, but he wasn't there when it came, like, to actually help her out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And oh yeah, and his jealousy as well. Oh god, when they were at
Oh
the
my
club, do you remember
god.
that?
Wait, no, no, not yet, not
I
yet.
was
We're
like,
talking about her
girl.
development right now,
Okay, okay,
not
okay.
not him.
Sorry, sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
but
got excited. I got excited. Okay.
okay, after that, then at the end, I really hate the end part. She just like, I'm ugly, I'm ugly. Oh my god, I need surgery. What do I do? She just stopped reflecting on like,
Oh my, yes, that made me so. Okay, it's okay to have those little negative thoughts when you're down, but at the same time, when I'm reading this stuff, like I know there's so many other girls and boys out there who are reading this, and then are like taking that into consideration. You know, like she, I don't like that she said that. This made me feel so bad because like this, she's not, she's not ugly. She's not. She's not. She
no, she
doesn't.
just
We
look
don't.
normal, dude. I don't know.
She
Okay,
doesn't look.
Korean beauty standard is way above. It's even worse than Asian beauty standard. But
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. But that's a different story. Then I agree on that because I guess that's kind of hmm, that's in their society. Like when it comes to plastic surgery, like when it comes over here in America, having the curvy figure is what's going on over here. Excuse me. But then I guess for Korean society, it's all the shape of the face. Gotta pull back up everything good.
I
So
don't like.
I yeah. So I can understand she sees that a lot, especially on social media, because you know how most recently when she was doing those blind dates and stuff like that, and she would see that.
Yeah, we
Like
got.
she'll
Okay, let's talk about that. We finally get to this part. Okay,
yeah.
let's go. I no, I don't like any of that. She was so depressed. She was really depressed. She
Oh yeah.
stopped doing stuff. Like understandable. How long were they together? Like 3 months, 100 days or more. That's like a
Oh yeah, that's
long
right. They were.
time.
Yeah, they were. They
But
were. They
like
were. That's right.
you still need to get. You still need to realize though.
I will say though, when it do come to relationships, like I think it just differs, especially what type of relationship you do have with that person, that level of love you have for them. And I think for her, that was like her actual first real relationship. And she said it too. She didn't realize how much she loved him until they broke up. And she was so hurt by it. And but yeah, I can understand the sadness. I can understand for her to be sad for a wee bit, but I think she was starting to sink in on herself with that sadness. Like that was the only thing she was grasping onto. She wasn't trying to grasp onto other stuff until later. Until later when she did say, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna go back to school. I'm gonna do better for myself. But before that, though, excuse me, when she was going on those blind dates and when she was trying to get better, she was being a bit of a hypocrite. When the first guy, when she saw his photo online, he was like, "Oh, cute. Okay, let's go. Let's do the blind date." She does a blind date, sees him. She's like, "What the heck is that? Don't like that because he doesn't look the same like his photo." Pause. You edit your photos too. That's not okay, ma'am. I understand. Yeah, he might be
That's
not
one
your
of the
type.
top comments.
Yes, literally, like it's okay. I understand he may not look good, he's not your type, but you're not gonna say that when you do the same thing. That's not okay. That's not okay. No. And the other guys, understandable. Why she really didn't like them? Okay, whatever. But when she was talking, who was she talking to again?
There was like
That's when she,
two, three guys, right?
yeah. So yeah, she did. She talked to three guys. So after she talked to those other guys, and she was at the bookstore, remember, and she was talking to Suo, and she told him the truth. Like she told him, like, I feel lonely, and these blind dates are the only thing I can do to like talk to someone else or to feel like I'm wanted, to feel like I could be loved or something like. And that kind of sucks. That's sad to hear. That's depressing as hell. That you're willing to go on these blind dates knowing you're not going to like these men, but you're just doing whatever you can because you just want to feel a connection with someone. You know.
That's
I would say,
ah.
though that that's different. Now that was I want to see how that's going to develop because I'm not as ahead as you are when it comes to the chapters,
No, I'm at the
but
last one where the a guy with glasses. Did you see? No?
mm,
Okay.
mm,
Well, he's pretty cute. People were like,
yeah.
when I thought Suho ship about to sail, another ship's dock.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I'll probably try to look at it.
But that's the
Okay,
end. That was a good ending. I might pause for a while because I like chapter to be like stacked and then I read all of them at the
got
same
you.
time. Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh! I do the same thing. I'll wait a couple of weeks. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I think that would
Okay.
be good. But I do agree that it's like, dude, I don't know. That is really a big like hypocrite when she said
Mm-hmm.
like, you're not how you look like, and I'm like, did you forget what you do? All the things you
Mm-hmm.
do to look like that. Like, I just want her to still have the same level of like, what is it? I want her to be still grounded. Grounded? Is that how I use it in this case? Like when she first learned makeup, she knows that she looks like what, and she was like, "I'm still like this
Yeah.
still." Like I like her then, but now she's like, makeup solve everything. No one gonna need to know how I look like. And she didn't even feel comfortable with her boyfriend seeing her face. She they only he only
Girl.
see her face like once. Oh my god, when she
Yep.
faints, like when she actually faint, like what is it? Is that a panic attack kind of stuff? Like if you actually faint from thinking about something too much when they're about to do it, and I'm like, oh my god, seriously.
Oh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. Oh my god. You just said something though. I wanted to say. I wanted to comment on. It was so good though. You said something. Oh god.
Which part? There's so many parts.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. So okay. So main character. You said she was a hypocrite. Um. What else did you just? What did you? Okay. What did you just say? Because that I wanted to just say something
The
else really quick.
grounded part when she still know that how she looks like it's like
Yes.
her real
Yes. Okay.
self. She didn't
Yes.
even
Yes.
hate it that much in the beginning, actually.
No, she didn't. It wasn't that bad, but I think with the people around her during the time in high school, making her feel bad about her looks and all the other stuff, I think that's kind of what kind of pushed it. But like over time, I think the confidence got to her. I think it got to her. Like she has that confidence level when she has her makeup on, she's got those cute outfits on. She's like a completely different person. She is. She's like a completely different person. And like you see like almost like every
She's also
other
an
episode.
Instagram star, though. Yeah, that's
That's
why.
another thing. Yes, yes, yes. And then like guys come up to her like left and right when she's in public, like, oh hey, can I talk to you? Hey, nice to meet you. She declines them. She's nice about it, moves on. But I think that stuff kind of got to her head. Like she she feels like that she has to be now pretty 20, not 24/7, but she has to be pretty when when she goes out and when she does stuff. Besides going to like the bookstore, going to the grocery store, little stuff. But she feels like she has to look pretty. And I don't and then that's another thing as well. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good. Like I don't like that the author's trying to kind of push that. At least to me. Like I don't care if girls or boys, whoever wants to wear makeup and they feel like, that's what you gotta do. Live your life. But I don't think that she should be pushing it like this. Like our main character thinks that she has to wear makeup now and she can't show her true face to people because she thinks that she looks super ugly or that she looks bad. People shouldn't think like that. You should be able to be comfortable with how you look regardless of what you got on. And I don't I think just some of the stuff that the author take that back. I don't even know if the author's pushing this because she might have different stuff towards the end of the series. But I don't like how she's pushing certain views when it comes to beauty. Like
Obviously.
this could
Yeah,
this
well,
could be a bit like
okay, the thing is, it's so weird. Well,
mm,
Webtoon mostly is from Korea, but literally
mm,
all of them, well, all the ones that I read, because I'm weird and I like to read
mm,
like high school related stuff, they all have
mm,
bullies. I don't even know if American actually have that much bully, and I never knew, because when I'm in Asia,
mm,
everyone's so reserved. Like, no, you do you. Whatever, you have your group of friend, I have my group of friend. We talk because we have to work on this thing together, but no one
mm,
actually get bullied that hard. And I'm like, oh my god, the
yeah,
drama is so much worse in the drama. But I'm glad she didn't focus on it in here. We talk about the drama in the drama video, not now.
yeah. That's
But
fine.
like
That's fine.
she got. I feel like that's why she. I don't know. It's like she take it better in the webtoon than in the drama,
Oh
but
God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. In the drama, they were kicking her tail. They were kicking her tail, and I honestly though in the drama, I was like, why are y'all so mean? They were mean. I know we ain't gonna talk about that right now, but yeah, they were so mean compared to the website. They were, I mean, yeah, they were bullies, but they weren't as bad as they were. Yeah, I agree
yeah,
with you on that.
but that one was also a view that I feel like is mostly in the Korean stuff. Maybe they do get bullied. Who knows? Because those are like really what they value, right? Beauty, like, but I don't know. I don't think people actually would get bullied for their looks, but no,
Mm-hmm.
definitely would get bullied for their looks.
Yeah,
Bully doesn't
yeah.
care.
I'm
They
trying
would
to
be
look.
like,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
this guy's too blue. I'm gonna kick you, like something like that. But Dude, at the end though,
Mhm.
you mentioned weight loss. That is so bad because as a person who struggled to gain weight, that made me so freaking angry. I'm like,
Yeah, that wasn't
dude,
okay.
you shouldn't
Like,
take like you shouldn't take advantage of your emotion, like being sad, being depressed, and then you're like, I lost so much weight. Oh my god, I'm happy, and I'm like, dude.
that's not good. That's not good, girl. Like, that means you were sad. You weren't eating. You weren't doing anything. Like, but again, like you said, Korean society about, looking good, certain beauty aspects. So, of course, especially her herself, she's kind of all about it when it comes to looks. That she sees herself losing weight, of course, like her automatic response is going to be like, wow, I look good. I lost weight. Like, yes, even I lost it in my arms. I usually don't lose weight in my arms. Yes. But in a better perspective and like actual real perspective, like you said, you're thinking about other people, people who struggle with weight problems and, you know, yeah, people who struggle with weight problems, with losing weight or even gaining weight. And the fact that she said it like that, pertaining her situation, I don't think that was cool. Not at all. Like, I don't know. I just felt so fickle about it. Like, I think maybe she could have said something else that was a bit more positive about herself, not the
Yeah.
way maybe she could have said like, okay, she could look herself in the mirror and she could be like, oh, maybe I should go take a walk today, or maybe I should just go out and go get some new clothes today to feel better
Yeah, like
about
if
myself.
someone is worried about you and they mention that, you shouldn't be like, really? Like,
Mm,
what? That's good though.
mm.
Because, like, Suho said that, right? Was it Suho who said?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he called her. Yeah, he said like she looks skinny as heck, and he was like, "You lucky you're gonna break in half. Let's go eat." Like he told her, "We're going right now." So, like but that's another thing. How is it that like of course he's gonna notice because he's feeling on her, but like how come her family wouldn't say anything about it? Like they probably knew that they knew she was sad, right? I'm pretty sure they did. They knew that she was sad
Yeah,
because she
but
lost her boo.
it's only her sister actually take care of her that much.
True, that's true. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yes, I haven't
Now
seen.
we're
We haven't
sad.
seen her
Oh my god.
brother.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I think we got, like already covered the last two slides. We really talk about what the pictures say. I didn't read it. Okay, let me read it now.
okay. Hmm.
Though he knows that what she really looks like and doesn't mind, he hasn't even mentioned it again. Seojun also fell for the version of Jugyeong that she shows to the public rather than her true self. Suho fell for Jugyeong not because of her looks or social status, but for her unfiltered personality. He has known
Hmm.
all along what she looks like and loves her for it. If Jugyeong were dating Suho, he might be able to help her love herself for who she is, not what she looked like.
Perfect.
Ooh.
That was perfect.
Ooh. Okay.
Said it better myself. That was literally perfect. Like I think he would honestly, because even now, right now, he is trying to find himself. We could
He's
see
trying
that
to
in the
move on
chapters.
though. He feel like it's been too long. I understand, but he's been hurting more than her. That's the thing. We
That's
we
true.
only see Jugyeong part of things until recently. We see Suho part. He's been really hurt, and Selena know, his sister. She was like, "If only you know how much you hurt him." I was like, ah, like
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
Also
That's
mention,
true.
I'm gonna
That's true.
mention one of the top comment that said Suho is the true beauty, and I was like,
Yeah.
you're right, you're not
I
wrong.
did. I did see some people saying that, like, what if the story isn't really about her? It's about him or somebody else, Like, because it's the title kind of defeats the purpose right now when it comes to our main character, when it comes because she doesn't even accept her true beauty,
Yeah,
you
right now,
know.
yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was
I
sweet. I
don't
saw that
know
too.
the exact translation for Korean, but in Thai it was translated to the angel's secret. So
Oh.
it's actuallyความลับของนางฟ้า. It's actually different. So I'm like, what? Because she's
Yeah.
in the drama too. She's being called Angel. We haven't seen that much in this webtoon, but Yeah, no one ever called her
Yeah.
Angel.
No, actually, I've never
I'm
heard
actually
anybody call it as
confused.
a nickname.
I'm not sure what the
Yeah.
webtoon actually mean. I might look up the Korean translation for True Beauty. Because on the other Instagram, she listed in all the languages. Beauty.
Hmm.
Webtoon.
Yeah, that's interesting. That I didn't know she had a nickname. Well, take that back. Is there a nickname that she is called though, actively throughout the webtoon? Because there's not one that I could think of off the top of my head that she is actually called.
Don't
No,
think so.
I don't think
In
I don't
drama, she
think.
was called Dumbling. She was called Imju for her name, like last name and first name, Jugyeong. But I
Got you.
understand.
Okay.
In
Interesting. Okay.
general, it didn't. In let's see, Goddess Advent. What is
What
Advent?
is, I'm gonna check real quick because I haven't heard that word before. Advent.
Yeah,
Mm,
interesting.
you mean like Advent, like
Yeah,
that?
that's what it translated to.
Oh, that is it's a celebration. Advent is a season of the I don't know how to pronounce that word, a liturgical. I don't know. It's a year observed in most Christian uh denominations as a time of waiting and preparation for both the celebration for Christmas and the return of Christ in the second
Any
coming.
synonyms?
Nothing I'm seeing. Hold on.
Could it mean something else?
Arrival, appearance, emergence, surfacing, occurrence, dawn, origin, birth, rise, development, approach, coming, looming. Those are the
Goddess
only other words that are like kind
arrival?
of.
Is that what it means in
I
Korean?
don't know.
Goddess appearance? What? God.
Probably
Wait. Goddess appearance.
birth,
That word.
appear.
So
Yeah,
apparently
appear.
she's a goddess and angel. And why did they translate it to True Beauty? Did she pick that name? That doesn't relate to the Korean or Thai name.
Yeah, that's true. Like I don't. Advent. So
What even
hmm.
is the name? I mean, there's probably more languages up on her bio, but I don't know different names. I might just put it up if I research it to see what it means. But True Beauty is like completely different than Goddess Advent or Secrets of
Yeah.
Angels. Angel
Hmm.
Secret. That was so weird. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Base Based on the story though, I do like the parts where she show like the steps of makeup, even though I skip it. I don't care about makeup. I literally just
Yeah.
like scroll through the whole thing, but like I appreciate that because that's kind of like teaching people how to do different steps of
Yes.
makeup if you want to be similar to Jugyeong.
Hmm.
But yeah, the lessons. The beginning it was pretty good too. I don't hate how they meet and like how she was trying her best to like the first is it a day? The first time where her and Suho go on a hike, the thing where she
Hmm.
have like poodle hair ear poodle hair.
Oh yeah, and he
That
kept
was
making
pretty
fun of
good. Like I
her.
like that she was trying and all that stuff. She was a pretty nice person. She still is, but
Hmm.
I don't know. It's
Well,
like I know that she's changed a lot because it's been 2 years and they grow up. And you're right. She let the fame and her looks get into her head, and she kind of changed. She didn't actually know where she is now. I just don't like her character as of now that she's like plastic surgery. And I
hmm.
think I read it in the comment from somewhere that this story seems to be following the authors because they look so much alike, and like yeah, people already figure out it's like the
Hmm.
author. And the comment said, I don't know where I see it. I might link it if I see it. The comment said the next step would be plastic surgery because that looks like what the author said. I'm still defending the author on her body, like my first video on True Beauty.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think with a lot of hard work, you can achieve that body. But
Oh God, yeah.
her face, I'm sorry. I'm being mean. I'm being honest, and I'm pretty straightforward, and it will sound mean because it is. Her face is like just like who the heck? I
Mhm.
have a jawline. This her face is like this. It's a
I
V.
mean,
It's like it's Korean.
yeah.
It's Asian. It's actually a whole Asian beauty standard. V-shaped
Mm.
face. They don't
Mhm.
freaking have curved.
Mhm.
It's scare me. I don't know why. When I put on the filter from whatever camera app that's from Asia, they all have V
Yeah.
shape and it scared the heck out of me. They all have V shape
Yep.
and big ass eyes. I don't like it.
Yep.
I think of aliens whenever I see those filter. But I don't think those are natural. It might be. I'm not sure. I just don't think the author's eyes are natural. No one's eyes could be that big.
Next question I do want to ask you though. You follow her on Instagram, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you looked at her very, very first post? Like, if you scrolled all the way down to the bottom, like, does she have like a lot of posts of like
Yeah,
pictures
yeah.
of
The
herself?
first post is the
Does
one I
she look?
used on my video. It's
Um,
actually
oh, really? That's the
the
only.
body post, right? Was it? I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
is.
cause, yeah, because I was about. Dang, 'cause I was about to tell you, if you sometimes some people they don't forget, they forget to delete their old photos of themselves if they change themselves. So I was about to ask you to check that out to see if you do see a difference in her face compared to
I
recent
don't
photos now.
see her face
But
though. I see the
you're saying,
body.
dang it. Well, I'm looking at pictures of her on Google though, and I do see what you mean with her eyes being a bit large.
Some people can have small
Mhm.
face. I do know,
That's true.
but
That's true. Some people are kind of just born with some of these looks, you know.
her
Mm.
face is just a little bit weird. It's not
But
like
yeah,
she's not flattering. She's super pretty, but it's just weird to me. As like I don't know.
I think what you're trying to say is like realistically, she wasn't born. You're trying to say she wasn't realistically born with these looks. And that's
And it's
understandable.
Korean.
Like,
I mean, I don't
yes.
want to assume, but Korean
No,
people
you're
people
fine.
get double eyelids when they're in middle school, high school. That's just
Mhm. Mm. Mm. I mean, you're completely right because even though like mm, no, people
earliest is
tend to fall.
19 and she looks like her now. Her eye looks
Yeah.
the same, but yeah.
Mm. Well,
I don't know. She's
it,
30, no? She kind of look
yeah.
really young. I don't know.
If if she does do stuff, then that means she's just falling in line when it comes to how everybody wants to be viewed when it comes to their beauty culture over there. She just falling in line with it. But if she does naturally look like that, good on her. No hate. It's her life. But again, even if she doesn't look like that and she does do stuff to herself, so she does look like that, again, it's still her life. Can't control that. She can do what she wants. But do not lie. That's one thing I will say. Don't like when people try to lie and say like, "Oh, I actually look like this or I do this." When they edit their photos and they put a little face tune on or they do this or they do that, that's when it's kind of like that's not okay. You got to be honest about yourself because there's going to be little girls and boys and everyone else looking at this and thinking that's the real deal. That's a real photo of her. Like it's not edited. She didn't do nothing to her face. That's it. And then they're going to start thinking, I got to look like that. I got to look good. And, it's just like an endless cycle when it comes to beauty standards. So honestly, it just depends on how she kind of decides to go with it. If she speaks up on it, she says, yeah, this is me. This is how I naturally look. Okay, cool. Or, yeah, this is kind of me. I do add stuff to myself so I look like this. Okay, cool. As long as she doesn't lie about it. That's where I think it's like a big no no. At least to me.
She actually scared me. Her face. She's really pretty, yes, but like
Yeah.
it's still scary how her eyes are so big. Oh my god. I
I'm
mean, I
looking.
understand because like I've been involved in those mindsets when I was
Mm.
younger. Like I was like, oh my god, I need to.
Mm-hmm.
be like really light, my face may be small. I still think my face is really big, but my friend's like, no, your face is small, and I'm like, dude, my face is big, but I learned to accept it because like you can't change it unless you shave your jaw off. You can't change it. Yeah, but
Yeah,
like I, it's not like I love myself completely. I just learned to accept that this is me and like
that's true. That's
what can
true.
I do? Okay. But I
Mm-hmm.
still don't like makeup though, so I know how to put on eyeliner
Yeah.
and lipstick. Yeah,
No.
two things. But I
Yeah. You
oh
good. You
yeah,
good.
the
All I put on this.
other thing. I
Mm-hmm.
would want more message on makeup just as a hobby and being a fun thing to do. She she's doing more to cover as like a cover up. Maybe if she
Mm-hmm.
would put it in more of like actual skill wise use, like when she was on the set with Selena and the shows, she
The
has
TV
to do
show.
like
Yes.
special effects. I want more
Mm-hmm.
of that. That was really interesting. But I like that she didn't give up though. When she got towed off, that was pretty harsh. And I was like, dude,
True.
you take it well. I was like, that Suho moment, a little bit of that
Mm-hmm.
too. Oh, my heart. Yeah, that was pretty
Yes.
cute. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I do. Honestly, I do hope she continues when it comes to the makeup situation, like you said. Yeah, because even though that was, I think that was a good amount of episodes when they did that little mini arc with the TV show. I did like that too. I thought that was enjoyable because that was something different. We still got to see all of the three main characters together, but in a different situation. Because there's no reason for them to be together in public actively. But all of them are got to be stuck on a TV show. Well, two of them do, and she kind of assists with the makeup and other stuff. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little like how like in anime at times they have the one little beach episode where all the main characters are together. Like it's little stuff like that. It's nice and enjoyable because they're not in high school anymore. They have no reason to for all of them to be together socialize. No reason at all.
I like all the. Oh my god, we forgot to talk about one really important part on her character
Okay.
development
Mhm.
drinking.
Yeah, that was something. Like, bro. She's like, yeah, I just have one drink, guys, just one drink. And then by the end of the chapter, she's gone. She's drunk. And that would just kill me if I think one time she chose to walk home alone by herself or something. And I did not like that. So I was just like, I know you were with your friends drinking. Like, one of them could have helped you go home or they could have called someone. But every time she does drink, she always is drunk. Always. Always.
That's just so irresponsible, and she knows. Like,
Very. And it's
learn, dude. It's like three
yeah.
times she drank. 3 times she's wasted. What
And
the
she's
heck?
not, and it is not like it's not like she drinks actively all the time, so she doesn't have a tolerance for it. That's another thing too. It's just that when she starts it, she just goes ballistic with it. Like she doesn't control herself. It'd be different if when she did go out and drink, she had a few drinks. She could be a little buzzed or whatever, and that's okay. But like if you're drunk and you're like wobbling around and you're talking outside your head crazy and you end up puking everywhere and all this other stuff, no ma'am. It'd be different. You did it one time. Okay. Now you know your limit. She says forget limits. She's still just yeah, 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 and I don't. That's not okay. That's not
Yeah.
okay.
Really
Yeah.
need to see something strange about that because she
Mm-hmm.
is a grown adult. I mean, that's why she's allowed to go to club in the first place. But
Yeah.
if no one's gonna help her when she's drunk and she can't control herself, then that's not looking good for her.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And now that she's starting to have the image, like with her posting and stuff like that, she she can't be messing up. She can't. She doesn't have
That's
time for
so
that.
true. Oh my god, yeah, she is an influencer.
Mm,
Wow, wow, wow.
yeah, she cannot be messing up. And then at the same time, well, that really wouldn't affect her. I'm thinking about her older sister. Like that really, I don't. Do you think that will affect her older sister if she messed up?
They don't
Okay, I
know.
was gonna.
Well,
Oh,
unless
cause
her sister's not that big though. She's on like social media like her. I don't see her that much mentioned. But she is an
Oh no, I'm
agent
saying
on a
like
popular idol
that's what I'm saying.
company.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like long. I just don't want nothing to affect with the agency and all this other stuff. 'Cause she got that'd be bad. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, no, her drinking is a bit of a hazard, and I watch something happen in the future when she's going to the club or something like that, and Suo comes. Watch that probably happen. He's gonna have to come to the rescue again, and that's another thing too. Like, she always needs when she does get in stuck in situations, she always has to have someone to come rescue her, not her getting out the situation herself or fixing herself. She does not. Like, I know that one time when that guy was like trying to talk to her and he was being weird, being really aggressive. Her boo came and defended her, told her what's up, but she could have told him no so many times. She could have stopped talking to him and she could have avoided him
Walk
from the jump.
away.
That's all she has to do with some of the stuff. Even with the blind dates, like she was like, "Oh, I don't want to be here. Get up! No, you do not have to stay here. You don't owe this man anything." Like that's one thing that I also don't like about her. She seems like she's a helpless main character. That's what it seems like to me sometimes. Like she always needs a savior when she gets stuck in a bad situation.
But it's like also, yeah, probably also an Asian thing where they're like really nice and they're like can't say no, but that's also a woman thing. Actually, like some woman things
Yeah.
like they really can't refuse.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I take
And
that back because
and
I'm.
then if anyone's older, they have a
Hmm.
lot of more respect. You know, because you watch anime, right?
Oh.
They're
Yeah.
like
How they? Yeah. They have to be
senpai,
respectable.
they're
Yeah.
older. You listen to them. You can't really
Yeah.
like
Say no.
be rude or
Hmm.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Then uh, I don't. Okay. Well, no matter what, even when it comes to certain stuff like that, balancing with culture aspects and even with women ourselves, how we have to struggle with trying to say no to a man because they tend not to listen at times. I still believe like there was always a way. There could be a way. Like she still could have figured out something to where she could have got away from him. Because remember when she was out with her friends, even her friends didn't even like him when he was there, and they wanted him to go. But that was like could have been a perfect opportunity to be like, oh yeah, we're actually about to leave right now. Sorry, maybe next time. She could have
We're
just had
gay. Get away
excuses.
from here.
Yeah, like she could have just had excuses and stuff like that, so she could get away from him. It's just I don't know. I feel like every time she does get in sticky situations when it concerns boys, she just sits there. She just still just lets it happen
The
instead of
nightclub
just
guy too. Dude, the
yeah.
nightclub guy is like it's literally show that all she cares about is like cute guys. She was like,
Mhm.
"Oh my god, you're a streamer. Oh my god, you have so many followers." Like, oh, and like that's why Sojin. Now we can talk about Sojin. Now we got
Okay.
to his character. This is a good part. We learn to translate, slowly
Mhm.
translate to his heart. Yeah, but
Mhm.
like I see why I get jealous, but then she yeah, she's like that's I understand that a lot of people would like good-looking guys. That's
Mhm.
normal, like something that attracts you and you would be like want to talk to them. But
Mhm.
Suho likes her for her personality and I don't know if she noticed that actually. Actually, I don't know if she know that at all
Mhm.
because she was like would he like me whenever the beginning part, the part where it was really cute and like sweet,
Mhm.
and she was like, yeah, that was really
Yeah.
cute though. She's still trying to figure out everything, but now she's like, looks come first, and she's really
Mhm.
interested in this guy. And
Mhm. I agree. I don't think she's noticed that he's the only guy that she could talk to and be herself around. And I think she honestly, I think she just hasn't noticed that. Like when she's with him, like she can actively relax and just be herself compared to when she's with other people, besides her friends, to a degree. That she's has to be a completely different person, you know?
yeah.
And I just think when it over time, when you act like when you fake being another person so much, you start to become them. You become so absorbed with that. You do. And I think she's kind of being absorbed into that, when it comes to, having the looks, being popular, getting not necessarily getting that money, but being the influencer and all the other stuff, like making it big. Like I think that stuff is just it's getting into her head, but she doesn't know it. She doesn't actively notice it. Especially no one's calling her out on it right now because it's not like she's like
The
being
ending
mean to
part,
people, you know.
the
What?
it brings me back to the ending part where she just have that fixed mindset, like I'm ugly and nothing can change it but plastic surgery. I'm like, that was really sad. It was actually painful,
That.
like you said. Yeah, that.
Mhm.
It,
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
know if
That
that's
hurt seeing that. Yeah.
if that's like the
'Cause
best way to show it.
I unless the author's doing something else, like they're still doing it to where she's at her lowest point right now, you know, and she's slowly about to go back up. Slowly. But right now she's kinda at her low point. Like she thinks that she has to have plastic surgery and she's happy that she lost weight, but the only way she lost weight is because she was actually sad, and laying in bed all the time. Like this is a low point for her. At least to us, but this is a low point. And this could be a great opportunity to help build her back up. Like, and as we see with her going to makeup school and stuff like that, like it and working out. She did do a little working out, stuff like that. Like
Yeah, that's good for her.
if she kind of stays on track with that and maybe doing some more different stuff with herself and not I think she also been putting herself in a bubble. She's been keeping herself in that same place. That's why I think another reason she hasn't moved or had any growth is because of herself. Because yeah, we saw with Suho, like he went and he started taking cooking classes, you know, and
He's
he's
trying to find something
active
to make him happy. Oh, yeah.
and I can she's trying to, but I don't think she hasn't put all the pieces together yet. I think she's still trying to find herself.
Also saying that we're not like we don't hate the author, we don't hate this webtoon, we like it. That's why
No,
we're talking
yeah.
about it. But we've read
Mhm.
a lot of webtoon, both
Mhm.
manga, manhwas,
Mhm.
watch anime. Like
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
know how a lot of things can go in like many different directions. And
Yes.
since we were talking about the message that everything sends out, I really want to say that lookism, as the
Mhm.
name say, you probably know
Yes.
what the webtoon is about. Lookism is really good, and
Mhm.
it's really similar. Well, similar as like high school student. They're still in high school though. There's a lot more action. There's a lot more fighting, but it covers so many topics, like various topics. I learned so much about a lot of things, like gambling, scam, online scam, people who are like fight. There's might be something more going on in their
Mhm.
life, like there that's might be the way that they deals with some things. A lot of things might be wrong, like
Mhm.
streaming and people who take advantage of girls who are like online. What else?
You.
Cult.
Mhm.
Oh my god, cult. That's so big. I never learned animal hoarding. It's so many things in lookism. You guys should read that webtoon. It's amazing. Right now we're on like right now we're on streamers. Yeah, it's like I learned
Mhm.
so much. It's like kids like they're going through life. Oh my god, juvenile detention and prison. They go through so many. How have you started? I recommend it to you too, but like
Me
oh my
too.
god,
I read it.
it's
I read
so
a couple
good.
chapters. No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that I'm just slow sometimes when it comes to reading. But it is definitely one of my number ones. It's a must read for me right now. I
Yeah,
just
I
haven't been
never
on. As
understand
you
why
said.
it was listed as a high rank, because the look, well, the picture for the cover wasn't that
Hmm.
interesting. It's just a dude. It was two dudes that looks like angry as hell, and
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
confused, but like it was an amazing webtoon. Everyone should read
True.
it. Yeah,
True.
and it also
I'm
talked a
definitely
lot
reading that one.
about look and stuff like that. The author is a
Hmm.
guy though.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's
Nice.
a action, mostly action, but all the topics I mentioned, it's amazing how they cover all of that. Actually learned a lot of stuff there. It was there's a Thai
Yeah.
people there too. That's why
They're
I'm
talking.
Thai, and I'm like, what? Yeah, they.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
talk
god,
about all that stuff. That's
diversity in
cool.
Webtoon. There should be more.
Hmm.
In Korean Webtoon,
Oh,
I read a lot of
facts.
other country Webtoon too, but like Korean Webtoon
Oh
don't.
yeah, I saw some people talking about that too, but that'll be a conversation for another day. But yeah, I agree with you. Diversity does need to increase very much so.
Okay.
And
We've been talking a lot. We've been talking for over 50 minutes. We also haven't talked about the two guys' characters. Let's talk a little bit about them and rate the webtoon.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with Suho because I love him more, and I just love Suho. His character
No, you fine.
development, a
Hmm.
little, but that's because we haven't seen him much. Yeah, it's not bad. It was like a normal growth rate. We haven't seen him much. He's still a very nice person. He cares so much about other people around him that sometimes he forget to look at himself. And like the backstory though, that was really dark. That was super dark, and not sure if he still recover, if he still see therapy or not, but good job to him for trying to keep everything cool. I understand how someone's personality completely changed. Like he was outgoing first, and now he's like a jerk and like really quiet and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I think his character growth is normal. Okay, like I can see that. Sojin, wait, your part first before I forget. Yeah.
No, you fine, girl. But I agree with you. I think we haven't gotten much for his development because he did leave for good, but it did suck when he was gone. I would say that sucked really bad. I did enjoy reading when he was on the thing, but yeah, we haven't really gotten much of him. But the times that we do, he is an interesting character because every time we do, I've been learning and figuring out more stuff about him, like you said, concerning the background with his family and what he's got going on. And as you said, like how he was kind of standoffish and a little mean when it came to people in public, but he didn't have time for that. He had other stuff that he needed to focus on. He didn't have time trying to, some random girl trying to talk to him, like he had family issues that were a bit more concerning than trying to talk to some random girl. And now that he came back, he's trying to do better for himself. It's going to be interesting to see where his character goes after this. Like, will he continue on cooking and actually love it, like a lot, and want to do something as a career? Or maybe, I hope he doesn't leave, but would he leave again? Or would he actually maybe try to talk to our main character and try to see what's up with that? Like,
It would be sad if
I'm
you
not,
leave again.
I know, I would, bro. But I think honestly, I'm not mad with his background and how he's been going so far throughout the story. I think he's been doing pretty well. Okay.
Okay,
And okay.
Sojin.
No.
I like the beginning. He changed. Like at first he
Oh
was like,
God, yeah.
yeah, at first he was
Changed the
like
tone.
really mean to Suho, but they made things up. And he's been,
Hmm.
oh my god, when we learned that Suho was the one telling Sojin to stay by her side, that that was that just hurts because like
Hmm.
he couldn't be there and he
Hmm.
asked his best friend to do that, but then we can't stop his best friend from having feelings because like if you've been
Nope.
close to someone for such a long time and like she's gorgeous and like
Yep.
well I don't know.
Yeah.
I see that that could be platonic. I have a really close guy friend too, but I don't know. Who was the one who
Yeah.
liked who first? Who liked who first? Sojin liked her first,
Mm.
while she
I think
like
he liked her
okay.
first.
Well,
And
yeah, we can't
he
stop
was still
him
focusing.
falling for her, but his growth in the
Hmm.
beginning was pretty good. Then there was a period where he worked really hard, and he didn't tell her about any of that. That that was
And,
questionable. If you're in a relationship with someone you really care about, there should
yeah, you
be
should
no
be able to
secret
share that. But
between you
he
guys.
was ashamed of it. He was ashamed of it because he was doing those small little side jobs. And I guess he didn't think that was worthy enough or like okay to tell her. Like I guess he felt just bad and oh yeah, because he had those money problems. Like I think he just felt ashamed that he couldn't support or really help his family, and I think he just didn't want to talk about with her at the time. And especially that was still in the beginning of their relationship, right? Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, in the beginning of a relationship, you don't tell your significant other everything. You kind of learn stuff over time. And I guess he honestly just was kind of shameful of that. And
Understandable, because like
after,
the guy should always be the, well, that's what it's seen in Asian culture, where
hmm
the guy should be the
hmm
one who like take care of the girl. It's like, oh
yep,
yeah.
hmm
But
hmm
then his aspirations and dreams. I think he didn't work
wasn't
hard
those,
enough at first. At first, he was so unsure. After
yes.
his best friend's suicide, understandable that he would turn away from that completely. But if you
hmm
see something you're really good at, he knows he still enjoys singing and all that stuff, but he just wasn't sure at all until Jugyeong told him to like go for it, like really
hmm
go for it. Now he was like, okay, like I don't know. I feel like
Hmm.
maybe he
No,
should have.
you're right.
I like that she
You're right.
did that though, like encouraged him to do that, but I
hmm
also think that it could have been a decision that he developed by himself, because that's a
That's
really
I
important
see. I
time
see
in
what
his
you mean.
life. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, because he went through a bad situation. Yeah, you said his best friend died, and that made him want to stop altogether. So for him to grow and to want to actively do it again, he has to find it within himself to actively want to go. So I kind of see what you mean on that, because that's a really heavy thing. Like, he lost someone he really cared about for in for a long time. Because also showed after that he kind of became a delinquent. He was still acting. He was acting out in school, not really doing well over time and stuff like that. Because he was hurt. He was very hurt by it. And I would say for character development wise, that was nice because that's true. That's what's going to happen over time. Like either some people shut down altogether or some people lash out, especially when no one was helping him or trying to talk to him about it. But once he found himself in high school, and I think when he also started talking to our main character, I think he kind of he did he fall for her. I think he did. I remember seeing that in the episode, and then I think he kind of found his way after that. Not to go back to music, but to just do better in school, to
The
do better.
What do you think about the new part that we just learned? Their
hmm
first meeting between Jugyeong and Seojun, that he was getting beat up and she called 911. What do you think about that part? Do you think that she just add that? Like she just thought that would be a better fit for the way they meet, not the one like where she was walking with Suho in the hallway and they run into
hmm
Seojun. Do you think that's like a new part, or did she plan that in the beginning? I think that's new.
mm
I think she just thought of that because she
Oh
thought
God,
that it's
yeah.
like perfect. Why would it be
hmm
so late if they meet like
Exactly,
that?
exactly, because they all should have met in high school. Yeah, I agree. I didn't. No, she just thought about that. But right now
After,
though,
what about after he got into the training thing? I think he's still not
that's what I was about to
that good of
say.
a boyfriend though. He literally just left. No, no, he's busy. He's really busy as a trainee. I understand that actually.
hmm
Trainee actually
hmm
shouldn't even allowed to have cell phone. Like actual
They're not.
trainees. Yeah, they can only talk to their family like once a month. So actually no, I can't say. But he's a bad boyfriend in other parts. So like I was like not letting her know
Yeah,
about his family and
yeah.
work situation.
Yes, because that's one thing. No matter what, like I would say, I'll just use mine for example. My relationship, for example, like there's time I work all day, you know, and I don't have time to be on my phone. But the times that I do, I just give my boo a little text like, "Hey, thinking about you. I'm at work right now, but I'll try to call you later when I get home." That
That
simple text.
part,
That's all they need. You know,
he
that's all
left
they
her
need.
unread for so long. That's just so sad. Yeah, that part.
Like, bro, and there was a whole scene when he was on his phone. Plenty of times when he was on his phone and they were doing breaks. I was like, bro, you can give her a quick text. You can give her a quick text. You're like, hey, y'all, thinking about you, love you, or something. That's all he had to do. That's all. And
That's
it's kind
true.
of same
That's
for
true.
her. Like, I feel like she could have. Did she talk about it with him? Did she tell him that? Like, I. See, there you
Okay,
go.
now
That's another thing too.
this
There
is
was
not a good
no
relationship as we talk.
communication.
This is not.
Yes,
Oh my god.
there was no communication. There wasn't actually. Yeah,
It was like just like we
everything was
meet
very
once a
one
week to go on
sided.
a date, and then we don't talk. Oh my god.
Like I was like, no. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that it was very one sided. Like she was having all these problems and issues in the relationship, but he would ask her. He was like, "Are you okay?" When they would meet up and see each other, she's like, "Oh, fine." Even though you mad because he ain't text you for 2 days, girl. Like you need to
True,
learn how to
true.
talk to him.
Yeah.
But I did like it though that he wrote her that letter when he messed up. I really like. I thought that was cute.
Oh my
I thought it
god.
was very cute. But she didn't read it when she first got it though. She didn't. But
Made it
yeah,
worse.
I
Made it
thought
worse
that
to
was
read
very.
it later and get hurt more. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah. Oh,
don't like
I
his,
agree. Yeah, the relationship wasn't the best.
yeah, not good relationship. Don't like his character on the jealousy part. He should learn. Friends. Okay,
Body language.
usually isn't it usually friends over what, bros over hoes or whatever?
Yeah.
But
Or
like now he's like really mad at Suho because I understand she liked him before she dated Sojun, but like I don't know how close they are. Maybe he's mad at him still about the friend who committed suicide, but like that part was just so unreasonable. He doesn't even listen to him. Like she was gonna go to the wrong bathroom. I just pull her out. Like that
mm-hmm.
that was really weird. Cause
Mm-hmm.
like if you're really our friends, you would listen to your friends. No, like actually,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like
Maybe the
it looked like they
jealousy
were gonna
is
do it. Like
just
yeah. Like he's not. Sewell's not gonna do anything bad to her. He's not gonna wrong her. Like that's obvious. Like I just
they're
when
Asian.
it came
No
to
one's gonna do anything.
yes. Exactly. When it came to the jealousy, it's okay. It's okay to be jealous. It's okay to be jealous. That the natural emotion that sometimes happens. That's okay. But I feel like he kind of just had like a really big outburst. Like there was no reason to lash out, especially when you know the guy. It wasn't like some random dude trying to touch up on her or do something to her. Like you know who this man is, and he ain't gonna do nothing. You know, like it'd be different if he actually was like, I like her, I want to be with her. He's not. He's not. Like I know when he went to the club that time, why was he there? Like because she invited him. She invited Sue there. That's right. Okay, from the boyfriend's point of view, I would feel a little salty. Like, why are you inviting this boy that you used to like, and he also liked you by the way? Why are you inviting him to the club when it's just supposed to be me, you, and your friends? Now, saying it from that point of view, I could kind of see that because why I wouldn't want them there. Like,
Did you
if you have
enjoy that
feelings for someone,
episode though? I don't know. It might be fun
I
for some
really
people
don't
to
care.
see like the tension and all that stuff, and I'm like,
That wasn't it wasn't my favorite because um no it
yeah,
wasn't because like
yeah.
seeing it from like that point of view that wouldn't I would not feel happy if I was in his situation. That would make me mad too. And then the fact that my girl is like, it's okay, it's just so and like trying to brush it off. Like she was brushing off his feelings and what he was trying to say to her. She was like he told her I don't want to be here. I don't like this. Like why is he here? Like
Oh wait, how long? Who started talking to him first?
what?
Like he was mad and she didn't talk to him. Who was the one who started? Like I forgot.
Who started it?
No, no, like
Um,
they both ignore each other, but who come back first? I think it was Jugyeong, maybe, because she missed him a
I think
lot.
she wanted them to meet up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, yeah, she did. I think she told him that she wanted to meet up with him and talk it out with him. And then I think did he give her
Oh,
that
she
letter that day?
cried. Oh my god. Oh my god, her crying problem. I had so many problems with her crying problem.
What?
Why is she
Yeah.
crying that much? No, it's really bad. Like the slightest, smallest problem, and she's crying. And then she's crying again. And I'm like, I know girls are more, a little, I don't know. I feel like there's probably a research about this somewhere that girls are more emotional than guys. But like, the smallest problems, she would cry, and I'm just like, I cry a lot too, but not that much.
Yeah, she did cry a wee bit. Like I understand the times when like she was drunk, you know, because her emotions were like everywhere and haywire. So okay, whatever. But other like times when she did cry, I was like, girl, it's okay. Pick yourself back up. Let's do this. That's what I'm saying. Like anytime she gets stuck in a bad situation, she just turns like she's helpless. She's helpless. Like she just, oh, what do I
I feel like we
do?
both hate Jugyeong the most, and we love Suho. Yeah.
Like she's just some like yeah. Sometimes I'm reading her and also something I'm reading. I love her. She's awesome. You know, she's sometimes I'll be looking at her outfits. I'm like, girl, you look good. You look really cute. But other times when it comes to her personalities and her actions, just throws that out the window. Like it just shuts down my interest with her as a character. In all honesty, like yeah, yeah, because I used to try to every day. You know, when the chapter would come up, I would be ready to read it. But nowadays, not, not. I wait a couple weeks. Sometimes I'll wait a couple months for some chapters to out because she's
Yeah.
she's not that interesting to look at for one whole chapter. I need a couple chapters on her and what's going on in her life. It's like, oh, okay, okay, nice. You know, so yeah, she's kind of gone downhill. Yes, she's kind of gone downhill with her
Yeah.
character.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we still like it. I think we'll still read it though. I want to see how it ends for
Yeah.
Suho.
Oh yeah. Yes.
No,
Oh
actually for
yeah.
everyone. For everyone. I'm interested in Seojun's career. At the end, it was pretty sad when they
Me
broke up.
too.
That was sad.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, yeah. And it's nice to see, like, we got to see it from his point of view a little bit. Like, he still wants to text her. He still does want to talk to her. Like he hasn't changed her name, and his phone it still says girlfriend. And I was like, oh, that's I feel you, man. I feel you. But another thing with that
When
too,
she
I
said
don't like
that
it.
they
What?
can't be back together, I was like,
That's what I'm
what?
about to say.
What?
It just makes me mad that like I understand because like they can't be together because
Maybe after 5 years if she can wait. But
oh yeah,
seriously
because
though, it's
her
actually
friend posted on
possible.
her friend posted on Instagram. You know, she was waiting on her boo. He came back from working in the army. Now he was what's the
They're about to
word?
get married.
Yeah, they were about to get married and stuff like that. Like, but she said she waited for him. He was
Two
gone for
year.
a little bit, like in the
2 years.
army. He was gone.
Yeah.
She waited for him. They could do this. If she really loved him and they really loved each other, maybe they could wait a little bit. Some either night waiting, or they could still like do calls with each other. Like I understand they still wanted to meet up in public and hang out, but they can't do that anymore because of his career. If there's a will, there's a way. That is my favorite quote of all
Oh,
time.
that's
If they really wanted to be together, they would have found a way. They would have. Not. Don't get me wrong. I
that sounds
know, like
cheesy, but that also sounds like a good thing to say.
I was just like if like I'm saying, like yeah, if they really liked each other, they would have found a way to still communicate with each other. Yeah, it wouldn't have been as much, but during the time when y'all could communicate, that would be the best time while they could. But hey, they decided to break up. So that still also means that it wasn't meant to be. That's the other thing as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how it's gonna go, but for now, it is going downhill. It's like not
Yeah.
as good as the beginning. I really love the beginning, but okay,
Hmm.
rating because we've been talking for over an hour. I will
Yeah.
give it a 7 points. um, not just a 7. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to
Artwork,
say because that's.
art style, a
Mhm.
9. But
Oh
an
yeah.
8.
Oh yeah.
An 8. We're gonna talk about why it's cute going lower. There's has to do with like artist stuff and like honesty stuff. It's another podcast.
Oh
It's
yeah.
another
Oh
whole
yeah.
discussion with like a 6. Actually, no, no,
Hmm.
no, no. Um, art wise, yeah, whatever, a 6. I really like it, but it's a 6. Story wise, a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Characters wise,
Mm-hmm.
also a 7. Because I like one is okay, one is normal. They have bad
Mm-hmm.
quality, they have good quality. Another one is stuck. So,
True.
yeah,
True. Yeah.
that's
Stop. Yeah. That's perfect. Stop.
3 rating. The
And
story, art, and characters. Go.
okay. I agree with you on the story. I'm gonna give it a 7 because, as you said, it was going good, but
Okay,
it's.
hold on. Is 7
Mm.
good to you? I think 7 is good for me. Cause
Oh, what's
like
your number range? Where are you
1 to
ending at?
10, I think 7 is,
1 to 10.
in my
Okay.
standards, 7 is good.
Yeah.
6 is
Oh
okay.
yeah,
5 is
yeah.
bad.
I think 5 and below is bad. Yeah, 5 below is bad. So
Okay,
I
yeah, I
think
think
yeah,
7 is
I'm
good.
gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna still give it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7. So like, yeah, like for the storyline, it was good, but now it's still like it's just at one level. It's not like it's not going like completely shot down bad. Like there's nothing there. There could be something there. It just needs just a little spark, just to bring it back up again. Like she had it with that little TV show moment. That was awesome. I did enjoy that, but she needs a little something. And then when it comes to like the art of it, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 because sometimes though, like when she does the little detailed pictures of their faces, sometimes those are nice. I do like, but other times when it comes to everyone looks the same. Everyone looks the same. I'm tired of it. I'm tired, and that's why. Yeah.
I was not gonna say that, but I do notice. Yes. That's like, I know it's an art style, but yeah, I do
Yeah.
notice that.
Yeah. And that's the other thing you said. Like, sometimes it could be her art style, but like, n- no one has different proportions though. Like everyone's face is small. Like why can't I'm not saying like someone gotta have a big old head, but why can't someone just have just different shaped head sizes? Like, yeah, that wasn't.
Well, there are
Yeah.
some characters different, but those are like the one that she purposely made decent. Well, in her
Mhm.
case, ugly, but in normal people case, decent. Like
Mhm.
normal people
Mhm.
look like that. What the heck?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, literally that. So, yeah.
Character.
And character. Character. I'm going to have to go with the 6 because there's no one having any big development right now. There's been no push, no change. Everyone's still not everyone, but it's still relatively the same for how they were in high school. There hasn't been much growth. Out growth. I will say, yeah, they're 20. They're 20 right now for us. They're 20 right now, so they're kind of take that back. When do they stop high school? Do you know what age they leave high school out of? Like, do they leave at 18 like
18
us?
American age, 19 Korean age.
Okay, so
Yeah, normal.
mm,
18, 19, 20.
yeah. There's nothing. There's nothing. Like if you go with the timeline for their age,
You would
there
think she would
hasn't.
grow more since she did has a job experience. She did work in a convenience store for a bit.
She did. Oh yeah. Oh
For
yeah.
a bit.
That's even hard enough than that. She should have. Yeah. You're dealing with random people in there. Yeah.
Like, where is that
Yeah.
flame that she was like, I need money to go to the art academy? No, the beauty academy, right?
Mhm.
Well, she gave up on
Mhm.
that dream.
Mhm. So now she don't work anymore. And like, what? Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
We totally
So
forgot she
how is
worked.
she, I'm gonna have to read all this over again. So like, how is she? How does she have all these new outfits and how does she get makeup and stuff like that? Like, does she still work at the convenience store?
I don't think so, but yeah, how did she have money? Okay. Wait.
Yeah. Well, take that
Oh,
back.
oh,
Being an influencer.
sponsorship. She's an
Yeah, that's what I was about to
influencer.
say. Yeah, sponsorship. Influencer. Okay, okay. Because I was like,
No
say,
need for
who's
hard work when you're
yeah.
beautiful. Oh my god.
Mm, there you
Can't
go.
believe.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go. Okay.
You're gone?
All right.
Okay, you're here.
Sorry. Yeah. Oscar was calling me. Sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't think it for character development. It's not there for me right now. But hopefully, I'm really
I think
hoping
I
on it
give
because
it
I
a
really want
7
to see
because I
something.
like other character though.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
okay.
I agree.
The boys are
I
so
want to
good.
see something. Yes.
Yeah, overall, it's an okay webtoon. It has a really good beginning, and a lot of people like it. A lot of people are still fans, but there's also more comments saying that they might drop it because it get really slow and boring. Yeah.
That's what a lot of people saying. Like, why is it still the number one webtoon? You know,
Is it
on the
still
app,
number
like
one?
it was still. I might have to check it, but last time people were talking about saying like, why is this number one? Like, this is not that good to be number one consistently. You know, so you know,
There's
we
a
just have to
reason
wait and
why
see.
Tower of
Hopefully,
God is always number one. It dropped, but like it was always number for a while until I check it out. It got an anime, by the way. That's how good it is. You
I
did? Yeah.
saw that.
I need
That's
to make a review
nice.
on
But
that
I want
too.
you can have a second season.
No, not yet. They're on a pause too, both the webtoon and the anime. I haven't finished. I need to go read to see how it is, but I like how fast it's go, because usually that's how it should go. Like 5 chapter, 1 episode should go fast, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's another thing. Also with the drama series, I didn't know how many episodes they were gonna do. I didn't know how they were gonna lay it out because True Beauty has a ton of chapters. I was kind of interested to see how they were gonna lay that out. So I think they're past 20 episodes, right?
No,
I
no,
think they are.
they end at
Or they
16.
stopping.
16.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, so we are gonna do
Hmm.
what is it called? Drama drama review too
Gotcha.
in the upcoming weeks.
Yes.
I upload video every other week, so I'm not sure which week it will be
Hmm.
coming, but we will do
Hmm.
that. It's really interesting. We only saw the first episode, so nothing much to say yet. It's pretty cute though.
Yeah.
I would say it's pretty cute. I do feel cute in some part, but in some parts like
Yeah. Yo, they were kicking
where
up,
did
but
that come from?
I
But
I
nothing to
cannot
say yet. We need to
forget
judge
that.
it in a
Yeah.
drama perspective, so we don't have much
Yeah.
to say yet, but we
Yeah,
will.
I won't say yeah. I won't say anything else yet because that was first episode was funny. That was interesting.
Okay. And
Mhm.
how do I show? Oh, there it is. I'm trying to
Alright.
figure out how to show like both of us at the same time. But
No,
yeah,
you
that's a lot of our opinions being
Mhm.
talked
Mhm.
about. Not sure if I'll get
Yeah.
positive response on this video because Jupiter still have a lot of fans that defend them. The author has a big ass clout because she's so beautiful, but like,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So
And definitely open for discussion though in the comments because I will actively I'm going to actively be there because I do want to talk to people about this because it's interesting. The way the story is going and the way the characters are. I just want to see other people's perspectives because we may not be alone in this. The way we're thinking about it.
yeah,
So
of course not. There's
see how it
only a
goes.
lot of people who still like it, but we just don't love it as that level as when we started anymore. But yeah, it's still
Mm-hmm.
okay.
That's true.
But
All
yeah,
right.
I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of things to say and will be responding. So
Yeah.
thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next discussion. Discussion? Is this a podcast?
Mhm.
Is this a discussion? I don't know. But
I think it's a little mixture of both. A mixture.
thanks, Ebony, for coming. That's where your camera is.
Yay.
And we'll see her again because, like, I love her. We love talking about webtoon stuff and maybe anime too in the future. Who knows? But
Oh yeah.
yeah, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
All right.